Alright, hello everybody. Stream should be up and running. I'm just gonna wait for, see if we get some more people to join before we jump into it here, because we do have a bit to talk about with this update here. I got one token from the login. Okay, obtained 30 tokens. Okay, I'll take that. So yeah, we'll wait for a bit first. And see if we start getting anybody in. Yeah, probably will give it like to the 2-minute mark. Let's start going through the cycle ticket store. At least we still have all of the new 4 stars in here. Aside from that, just some standard options. So you still have the chance to get the 4 stars that are new to the RC store. I'm assuming this is probably going to last throughout the probably the entire spring events, I assume. So going to give you a lot of time to collect tokens for that. You have the weapons as well. Again, just the usual offerings. Custom part, it's still the over-tuning mobility part. Nothing new from markings or patterns. The entire thing. The entire thing, yep. Literally. DP store. Nothing in DP looks the same. I think I already mentioned last time that there was the new Lieutenant General shirt. So, yeah, I'll do the free poll real quick. We'll see what we get from GBO days here. You be meesing up things. Yeah, I've been doing a lot with the Mesa. Or the Mezzer. I don't know, I'm pretty sure it's Mezzer. Messing. Yeah. Like I said, I've been using it a lot. Let's see, how many plays do I have on it already? I believe, yeah, it's already my suit here. I got 11 plays on it, so yeah, I've been trying to make some progress with it. We have quick matches. We got dual match. 700 basic. Hello, comic. Oh, there's a 600. I'll start with the Mezzer first, but I do want to try to get into 600 though, because I still want to try the mass production new Gundam. So yeah, definitely gonna try to see if we can't get one of those at least. Being lousy with the swaps, being lousy with the swaps to the thing, dropping them without realizing the first match, lol. With yours in this suit. Oh, there we go. Oh no, I did not want to go to my options menu. I just imagine the enemy being like, "What are you doing?" when you swap to the mines. Yeah, like the first time I played it, the mines kept falling like slower than I thought they were, and I try to use them more as like to hopefully bait people into walking into them, but they really are more effective when you're like using the V-tail stabilizer skill. I found that out like later on, and I was like, okay. So I was pretty much just using the mines wrong the entire time. Now I've gotten a bit better with it though, since that first video. Really do be a unique one. Yeah, it's a very unique suit with the way they made it. Which I mean, it's very, like, it's a very fresh suit because of that. Since maybe the Agjin. Yeah, like, yeah, I would agree with that. Because Agjin with that roll skill, that was a very unique thing for it. Especially its cost, too. And, you know, thinking Meza over here, like, making a pretty big change with that, being able to fly. So, yeah, very unique suit. Now it's only a question of how much further beyond Unicorn GBO2 will go. Just to halfway. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like. I think they're just going to stop at, like, halfway. If there's anything maybe a bit further beyond, like not too far in, they might add it. But I feel like halfway is probably going to be the limit. If they add, like, F91 and Victory, I feel like that stuff would need its own cost. Those sounds. Exactly, this thing has its own soundboard. Like, come on, now how can you not like the suit? Okay, well, I see something flying. Oh, joke's on you, because I can just do the same thing. Well, that didn't last too long. The wispy sound. Yeah, it's a very interesting thing for it. And it's surprising too that it did get a bunch of its own unique sounds. Flash. I'm surprised I was able to land that without hitting my Vogule there. I feel like they might have broken legs. Like they stood there for a moment. Let me drop my mines. There we go, now I'm making use of the mines. Come on, hit me with it. Oh yeah, it's broken legs. I could see a decent drop-off in GBO2 and Breaker 4 launches, so it might give them time to possibly make GBO3 later. That could be possible. I mean, it's really just going to depend how good Breaker 4 is. Like, that's really just what's going to depend on. I'll wait for a later time for Breaker 4. Probably the same, yeah. I'll probably wait for it to go on sale or something like I usually do. Oh, I missed that. That's too far away. Is the Meza better than the Zeta 3A? I don't think it's better than the 3A. From what I've seen, the 3A is still a pretty strong suit. And the 3A can also easily knock this one out of the sky with its Hyper Mega Launcher. So I wouldn't say it's better. It's kind of hard to compare it because, I mean, the Meza has its own, like, unique thing going on. It's not really like any other 650 suit we've gotten so far. I don't think it is, yeah. I still think the 3A probably has a bit more going for it. It's hard to describe where this thing goes. Yeah, like it's really in its own unique spot. Oh, hello. Flash. The Mesa, the Zaku of the future. I know it's not bad, but I don't know if it's something that would be considered top tier either. Yeah, the Mesa, you need to have skill to play this suit. Like, I feel like it's not something that, like, people can just pick up. Which is kind of what I've seen said about it. It's not like, it's definitely not for everybody. Got flashed twice. Can he beat me? Oh, did we get him? Okay, we really got him. Now this on here. Okay, so everyone is pilot right now. So I'm not really okay with it, so. Come on, do it! Do it! Do it! Oh. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Can I get him some more? I might be testing my luck here. To see a video on which was better, the Gyaradoga or the Zaku 4. Like in actual lore, or like in GBO2?
Got 2 minutes to go. Bases are now more valuable for this mission. See you soon. You've lost an allied unit.
In lore? Which one did it say was better?
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Did he give an answer, or was it like kind of like left open to interpretation?
Beacon overtaken. The shield's been blown off. You okay there?
Doga 1, just cheaper, more reliable, and easier to adapt. Yeah, I could see it. That makes sense.
Don't give up now. We've lost an allied unit. We've lost an allied unit. Damage is building up. Watch
I
this.
think it's obvious since it stood out more. It's been around since Shaw's counterattack. Yeah, that makes sense. Zaku 4 would just be a more expensive and stronger one. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Gyaradoga, I mean, that suit I just feel like has a lot more versatility than we've seen in the Zaku 4. Like, just how, like, how many variants of the Zaku 4 out there outside of, like, the standard one and, like, the princess one? Not to mention the Gyaradoga just ended up with more... Yeah, like, Gyaradoga has a bit more, like, versatility to it. Not even a bit more, like, a lot more versatility. There's, like, a few Gyaradoga variants.
Making preparations for... Alright, be careful out there.
Commence preparations for sorting.
Zaku 4 might have more variants than we think, but far fewer than the Doga. I just picked the Psycho Doga because if I were to pick one Doga to choose. Yeah, I can feel it there. Psycho Doga is probably my favorite variant as well. Never really been a fan of the Doga's general design. Do like the cleaner Zulu better. Yeah, I mean, I know the Gyara Zulu's a bit mixed. I think I remember Aqua Vengeance saying he was kind of mixed on him because they're a bit too human. Like, the way they just look, like, they just really look like soldiers instead of, like, giant robots. But, I mean, I still think they're cool for, like, the concept it's going for. Pure white, green, and P41 goodness. I think it was just, it was being obvious of being a German World War II soldier. Yeah. We'll say that the best Zulu... We'll say that the best Zulu, either the Z or the CA. I think if I had to pick one for the Zulus, it definitely would be the Angelo one. I really like the way, like, his looks with, like, the larger backpack and stuff like that. The color is nice as well. I do like the suit just because of that. Yeah, I think it's just one of those cases. It's an interesting design that kind of diverts from the norm. So it's like, it really might not just not be for everybody. But really the most modern Zaku. The EH is also cool as well from narrative. That's probably another one I would put up there as like favorite design. Okay, that's not gonna register. It's probably gonna kick out. Even though it would never happen, I gotta wait for the... It'd be great to see what a later UC take on a Zuda would be. Yeah, I think the latest it gets to is gonna be like Zuda F. Like I don't think, just because of in lore, it's not that like good of a suit because the engine will explode on itself. Zuda just seems like it was pretty much just kind of forgotten. Zulu is bad because it's dipping and blue. Yeah, that's another one too. I think the Zulu kind of pulls the soldier look a bit better, looking like a scuba soldier. That one I really like the design of. So like that one I feel like kind of gets a bit more of a slip because it's able to balance like the soldier look with a mobile suit. Make the Gera Zulu look like a Zeta or something. That'd be pretty interesting. Just like put a very large thruster on the backpack, and that's what you get. Pretty much like the Zulus a lot. Yeah, I mean they're pretty cool. I was gonna say something, but then I forgot what it was. It totally slipped my mind. Oh yeah, hopefully they put like the Gera Zulus and stuff in like the new Gundam Breaker 4. Cause that is a suit, you know, like a mass production suit we are missing. So it would be cool to get those. Along with the fabulous Rosen Zulu, since that is also one. Oh yeah! I keep forgetting Rosen Zulu technically does count as one of them. That's another cool one. Nice to see that Rumble Roll is getting more mobile suits in the game, with the recent Bugu anyway. I mean, you made shorts I made about this, but or you may not have, but I'm not very impressed with the way the Bugu turned out in this game. So yeah, there's been a very mixed thing with me recently. A few things about that suit. Not really enough stuff that a short would have allowed me to cover. Like the short only allowed me to get like 2 of my points in, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta wrap this up, save it for another time. When I saw that, I was like, oof, yeah, it sucks. Like there's so much about it that I feel like was just done wrong. Like the way the suit was just implemented in this game in general, like that thing was just done dirty. For the Vol fans, never said it was good. Yeah, I mean, from watching Aqua Vengeance's testing video, the suit itself, gameplay-wise, it looks good. I mean, it looks like you can do quite a bit with it, but, like, that's not my issue with it. So in the shorts, I covered how it was a token pack suit. That sucks, because it just feels like the game is trying to milk us for the first Origin suit. So, already not a good look there. Then the counter animation, they could have gave that thing a unique counter. It's a good high-risk, high-reward suit. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it is, like, you know, it's going to be more of a melee suit from what I've seen. But the thing I found out recently, and this is what ticks me off the most, and I know the counter-argument I got to this was that, it's 250, which is, I don't play it in it. It's not even the fact of not playing in it. 250 just doesn't even exist anymore. But the thing that ticks me off the most, and like I was gonna say, the counter to this argument was that, oh, it's the Von Ball specific variant. You cannot remove the commander antenna in like the paint, like how it's like the Zaku's you can either add or remove the commander antenna. You cannot do that with the Bugu. So you can't make like the yellow, orange, and like white Bugu. You can't make the original Bugu. It's stuck with the Von Ball commander antenna, which really ticked me off. that really just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I just, unless they plan on adding a regular Bugu, which I doubt they're going to do, that should have been something that was implemented just so we had a bit of customization. I know it's Vomble's Bugu, but like if they're not gonna make a regular Bugu, they should give us that option. Because at that point, I feel like once you paint it, once you hit the ability to paint it another color, I feel like it's not the Bugu, it's not Vol's Bugu anymore. Like, if I paint the Red Rider blue, is it still the Red Rider? Like, come on now. It only makes sense. Yeah, like, but that's just the thing. Like, I just feel like there'd be no point to release a regular Bugu. Like, I just feel like it wouldn't be that different from the Vol Bugu. Unless they give it a different moveset for some reason. But, like, aside from that, it just feels like a waste. You see, the base Bugu would be a raid. That's the sad thing. Most likely, that's probably what they would do. Watch it be the first, like, 250 heavy attack raid or something. The thing's gonna be a 250 heavy attack raid. But, like, yeah, like, hopefully that's what they plan on doing. So that you'll know something is different. Says some rando. I don't... Yeah. Look, the whole thing about it being different isn't even a valid argument, though, because we have the Q-Blaze. The Q-Blade and the Q-Blade Mark II, those exist. It's not even a valid argument. A base Bugu would likely be late game Zaku 1. You know, that don't exist anything lower than 400. I still see 300 rooms, but like it's rare. It's pretty much 400 and above. Those are the dominating costs. So it's like... That's another thing too, the Bugu being a 250 cost suit, and you have to pay for it for a cost that just hardly even exists, that just feels scummy to me. That's probably the biggest mole thing right there, is that they know that this cost hardly exists, but they want to try to, again, milk us for this suit. Because it's the first Origin suit, and it's a Von Ball suit. But you see, they added that extra pixel, so it's different. No, guys, it's different. I mean, not to be like, well, actually, but there is a slight color difference on, like, the non-colorable wires on the cubes. Yeah, but that's it, and that's barely noticeable. Like, to me, that's just a very barely noticeable aspect. Like, it doesn't make a difference. So yeah, I feel like they definitely could have had the option to remove the antenna. Even if it is specifically the Vol Bugu. Like, and if it was a regular release suit, it's still something different, even if slightly. But like, the thing with the Bugu, I'd be willing to give it the slip if it was just a regular release suit in this game. Like, my suggestion for it was to just add it into the supply drop like they kind of did with the Aqua Gym. They just kind of slid it in with like no warning. So it's like, I feel like they could have easily just done that with this suit. Like, just had it release alongside the Mesa. But no, they had to do that. So, why expect a heavy attack anything lower than 400? I mean, hey, you never know. I was trying to joke about it, but hey, you never know. I mean, I feel like the freaking Agu guy already counts as a heavy attack suit, so I feel like they wouldn't even add it. Agu guy is the closest thing we're gonna get to that. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say with my points on the Bugu. I just think it's, like, very disappointing with all, like, everything I mentioned about it. They could have done better. I think they could have done a lot better, again, because we had to actually pay for the suit. No offense, but heavy attacks don't add as much, some would think. I think it depends. It depends on the suit. But yeah, it's not all of them. Because I feel like the Psycho Zaku Mark II really doesn't need to even use its heavy attack. I feel like it's not something I actually see people use on that suit that much. Most of that skill tend to get buffed afterwards. If they even do, what if Mobile Suits and would like to see Val's Dom and Yan? Yeah, I'm not really sure what they would do with that. I feel like they just expect us to recolor the suits we have already. All the heavy attack does is just encourage doing that on enemies left wide open. GBO2 just does not understand the greatness that is Vol. Even the build series knew it. Yeah, I mean they really don't. I demand that we get a Vol specific goof. That's the only way this game's gonna be good. I mean we're getting that Makube goof. We're getting that Makube goof. I guess that's what we're unfortunately gonna get. Ow. The first build fighters is pretty hype. Okay, move. What do you think my profile picture is based off? Yeah, isn't it like the Goof R35?
Firing has stopped. The enemy took deck. The enemy's captured a beacon. Receiving an SOS from an ally. See you soon.
Yeah, I think I would have much preferred it if the Gundam ground type gym head. I probably would have much preferred if that was the token pack suit. Not the yeah, not the Bugu. But yeah. Final battle when he came in with Master Shinen to help save everybody. You know, he has a custom Dom in that too, which is also really cool. It's probably one of the closest thing we're gonna get to like a Von custom Dom that isn't just like a recolor.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Receiving an SOS from an ally.
I do hope we get more Build Fighter Gunpla and Breaker 4. That'd be pretty cool. It seems like it's a bit limited, but I feel like we've had more like additions to the like build since like that time, so they probably can add a few more things. They'll probably, oh my god, they'll put the Law Gundam in. Oh man, that's gotta be one of the laziest Gundam designs, I feel like. Hey, is that thing in Hobby Fellas? Just Gundam, but with a little bit of samurai. Yeah. Which isn't even an original idea, considering the Musha Gundams exist. So, I mean, it's not even an original idea. It's not doing anything new. Exactly, the Mushas were better. Exactly, it's not even an original concept. Okay, there's a person on those things. Can I walk on, please? Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's a very boring design. I think the only reason they even used that was because they were trying to use the entry grade Gundam as like a base. That's probably the only reason I can see why they used this. Yeah! And so the Mark II, which is the Titan's Mark II, is a samurai. Yeah, like those designs are really good. They're very unique, and they got like new weapons and stuff as well. I get Law as I start a mobile suit, but I mean barely does anything to it to stand out from the base G3. Even more effort was put into the build strike. Yeah. But yeah, and yeah, I just feel like it's a pretty basic design. Not really a whole lot put into it.
Making preparations for sortie. Sortie application accepted.
Commence preparations for sortie.
So is the Lightning Gundam? Oh yeah, Lightning Gundam, that's a really cool design. Which is actually a legacy. Yeah, I have the model kit for that in one of the expansion sets as well. That is a really neat kit. I do like that one. Even the design of it, I think is just really cool. And when you get the kit to make it transform, it really just adds to it. So yeah, that's a really good one.
Beam is set. Make your final preparations.
I really do like the Lightning Gundam's backpack in Breaker 3, as you can rain missiles for days. Which upgrades to have the FB in it, like the GBO2. There's a limited base version of the La Gundam as well. That's in like the Gundam base blue colors. I didn't even realize that was a thing. This one shows it using the regular shield as well. What the heck? I'm assuming this is someone's kind of like custom version of it or something. It might be I don't know if it'd be a collaboration. This is the base Gundam weapons, yeah. I mean the color is nice. I actually like these colors a bit more on it, but yeah. A mobile suit that should make in a Breaker 4 should be the Yan Knights. That'd be a pretty cool one. I think you can probably do a bit of interesting like things with the parts for that. I wouldn't mind seeing that build. I forgot what it's called. It's an Jar Jar variant. I wouldn't mind seeing that just so we can have some like Jar Jar parts, because they seem dead set on not giving us like anything from Zeta or Double Zeta. Which is weird, but also, yeah, obviously, because it's a coloration I'm biased towards. Yeah, like I said, that one looks better. I like that coloration a bit more. Probably because it makes it look a bit more like G3-ish. The Gan. Is that what it's called? Gan. So the Gya. Yeah, Gya. It doesn't have the ends. It doesn't have like the ends at the end of it. Yeah, like this design I think is really cool. Like that's something I wouldn't mind seeing parts for.
The catapult decks open. Mobile suit team, sortie in sequence.
One that's very unrepresentative is that one Zaku team from Tri. The Zaku team. I'm trying to think which one that is. I don't remember. Why do I not remember a Zaku team? I mean, there's a few groups that I'm pretty sure use Zaku's or Zaku-ish suits, so I might just be forgetting. Is that a full armor? That is a full armor of some variety. Oh, it's a B-type. They had a white wolf theme, Zaku as the lead. I'm completely lost. I don't... I'm not sure which one that is. Like, I literally just don't... I'm coming up a blank here. I just don't remember no Zaku theme from, like, Tri. I can't remember either. Yeah, like, are we sure these people exist? But this really feels like some, like... I feel like I'd remember a Zaku team. I mean, like, were there any other notable members, or were they just, like, a bunch of, like, base Zakus? Minus, like, a White Wolf themed one. So, the crossbow and full cloth. I don't... I literally don't remember no group of Zakus.
The enemy's captured a beacon. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
I see somebody's back here. 9 viewers here. Yeah, pretty good number. Oh, no. Get back here! Okay, I think some of those may have hit. They were even in the opening? Why do I not remember them? I don't remember no Zaku team. Like, I feel like I'd remember a Zaku team. Like, I know there was that one, like, very bulky Zaku. I don't remember the exact name of it, but I know that was a thing as well. Like, I'm really just coming up empty here. Okay, I don't like this position I'm in. Okay, good thing teammate came with the heavy attack. Oh, hello. More like watching Bill try glazed over. Yeah, that's a level 4 type beat.
Lost an allied unit. Take it off. Select your redeployment now.
They're just gonna make nothing but put into a team. Yeah, like
See you soon.
I feel like I would have seen them from somewhere and I would like be able to identify who they are. Just shoving a Zaku team to make stuff with people like. Yeah, that would be a thing as well. Boop. Oh. The most they had was the wolf guy who killed a Spiegel Gundam, and that's kinda it.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
They never make hits to those Zakus. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to build, I feel like there's not really a lot of Zaku kits. Can bash them yourself. I mean, I guess that's kind of the point. Like, when you, like, think about it. No, you're just making them accurate to the way they were made in the show. Was they an awesome lead? Yeah, like, I feel like if they were gonna make something, they could have at least made... How, though, if the parts don't exist? Yeah, they could have at least made the lead one or something.
Lost an allied unit.
3D print a wolf head. Question, what if I don't have a 3D printer? What happens then? That's just cheating.
We've lost an allied unit.
Yeah, they made those easy 8 ones. Which, I mean, really, it's really just like one. But, like... It really is just one, we get the parts to make them. Maybe send the try on 3 lion head into a wolf head or a shoulder. I feel like that'd definitely be a bit of a stretch, especially since that piece is meant to go on the chest. So I really don't know. Wood carve the wolf head? We're gonna make the ultimate Gunpla with this one. It's not even a plastic model kit anymore. The heck, I'm trying to just boost here. The Chion, obviously not a Megazord double Zeta. But honestly, what is this thing? Gundam, try... Is it the Zaku team?
Guess we lost this one.
Hold on. Yeah, that could have easily been a kit. It's just a high mobility type with some added parts. I feel like that could have easily been done. So many underrated mobile suits. Yeah, that...
Here This battle's reward.
I feel like that could have been a kit. And there's some images of what looks like the other ones up here as well. There's a Zaku Kraken, but that uses like Psycho Zaku, not Psycho Zaku. That uses like yeah, it's like Kumo Zaku parts. Yeah. Then it looks like there's a kind of like a Gyaradoga, almost like one. Or like extra armor. That's interesting. But yeah, no, the one with the wolf head is pretty cool. That could have been, I feel like that could have easily been a kit. At least just that one. Another one would be the Camphor Amazing. Yeah, Camphor Amazing, I know that has a kit. That is a high grade at least.
Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedure. Making preparations for sorting. Canceling procedures. Making preparations for sorting. I'm expecting great things from you.
Commence preparations for sortie.
Yeah, I can't even find like custom builds of this thing. Like, it doesn't even seem like anyone attempted to try to make this Zaku. Sadly, it's not getting as much screen time as Zaku Amazing or the double O just replaces it. Yeah, I mean, design-wise, I think it's a pretty cool looking version of the Camphor. I considered getting the high grade before I got the master grade Camphor Skewer instead.
Team is set. Make your final preparations.
But yeah, no, this thing is cool. Looking at the images of it still. Like, that'd be a pretty cool one just to see. I mean, I feel like we're probably never gonna get it, like, this point. It's probably, like, way too late for it.
Heading to the battlefield. Mobile suit team, it's sortie time. Get out there and get it done.
But yeah, Build really do be coming out here with the hidden gems. We got the SC team that combines into a dumb Dragonzoid instead. One kit that would be awesome to see is one in which the build burning is inside a dom. That definitely sounds like that'd be an interesting concept for a model kit. Oh wow, are they not? That's a kit bash thing. Bye. Boop, boop, boop. Bandai would never do that. The base Amazing X here did not have much screen time than the dark one. This thing is such a big target, there's no way I can miss. Especially with Build Try being now 4 years. Yeah, like I said, I doubt we're going to see any of these as like model kits. Yeah, I think that's the I think that's the C1 I saw in another match. I'm gonna let my thrusters ready up before I try to get in there. Oh, come on now. Stop trying to fly. I will not allow it. How long do you think the Law Gundam will last in the Build Fighter series? I don't know the full capabilities of that suit, but it looks so basic, I don't think it will last that long compared to everything else seen in Build. Build feels like one of those series where, like, people don't just put, like, one thing on their suit. A lot of characters will go, like, all out with what they're doing, excluding main character plot armor. Yeah, like I said, I feel like with the main character suits alone, like if it fights some like stock units, because I feel like in Build we do see a lot of just normal mobile suits. We don't see like necessarily customized ones, and even then, not all the customized ones are really over the top. So if it's fighting suits like that, I can maybe see it doing a bit better. But like I said, like the main character suits, they tend to just have a lot going on with them. So I really am not that hopeful in how well that thing would do. Okay, this thing is really annoying me right now. Most of my HP literally just got wiped out by this stinking Seku's Y. I'm gonna go after him. I won't accept this! I can at least try to do some damage to that B-Pax. But like, yeah, does the Law Gundam have any like special capabilities, or is it literally just like a Gundam? Like, is it literally just an RX-78-2 with some extra weapons? Like, what is the actual full capability of that thing? No offense, but I don't think it's something you should try to fixate on since Metaverse just the anniversary promotion. Yeah. Like, it's that's all that thing really is. That's how I thought it was going to be when I saw the episodes of it. Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's directly connected to that. That's all it is. Fair fight might be with the Law Gundam versus Akumazing. Yeah, it's probably the best matchup it has. That's probably the best matchup it has. The opening went off on my day. Yeah, I mean, I really don't see anybody really caring about that whole metaverse thing. Okay, this person just wait for the base. We need to all move though, because we're in this cramped position. Yes, please get that one though. Oh, my plan didn't work. Well, it looks like I can just spawn in as pilot now, though, so that's going to make it a bit easier. But yeah, I don't think I've ever heard a soul praise the Law's design. I don't think I've ever heard anything really good about it. It's just kind of a suit that exists. Again, really just for promotional material.
now more valuable for this mission. Lost an allied unit.
Related to from the Breaker battle log, do like the Lifelance Haven. Yeah, I mean, I feel like. Oh, what the? No! I can't even get this person because, like, literally the whole enemy team is about to, like, come down on me. Actually, it might be easier to just ditch my suit. I already see where you're going, buddy. See him, I just saw him. There we go. I feel like I'm chasing a sticking, like, cockroach here. I'm not even gonna risk spawning into my suit. I feel like it's just not even worth it. Oh, come on, someone died last second. We literally could have won that. Oh. Just fun to go on about, nothing more. C61 for the win. I know, like, that's why I didn't spawn into my suit. Like, I didn't want to die, like, last second.
Here are this battle's rewards.
But no, that was in vain right there.
Making preparations for sortie. Sortie application accepted.
Commence preparations for sortie.
Have you actually won a match using the tank or the space coffin? Like, what do you mean by, like, won a match? Like, I used it the entire time? Or, like, I got, like, a winning kill or something? Like, what do you mean by, did I ever, like, win a match using it? Because I think I've had times where I've been in one of those vehicles at, like, the very end of the match, but I really didn't do much to, like, change the score. So I feel like, yeah, it's like, what do you mean by that? Last kill, I guess. As far as I can recall, I don't think I really ever had a moment like that. Either got one kill or won the match. I know there's been times at the end of the match I've been able to do it, but mainly it's because my suit wasn't ready yet, or I had to eject from my suit, so I didn't have time to spawn back in. So I really don't count that as an occurrence, because I was really in that suit for only a few seconds, or those, like, vehicles. I know some people who got the last kill in the Wappa. Wappa is probably, like, one of my favorite space vehicles to use. I mean, it's one of the only ones, so I guess there's really not much competition. The ball is pretty good too, though, because you can actually move the cannon while firing that. So, like, both of those are pretty decent for what they are. I've tried before with the T61 or the ball, so hard to actually do. But mainly because they just don't do a lot of damage. space-based hover bike. Oh yeah, the WAP was the bike. I'm thinking of the other thing in space. What is it? I'm trying to remember what the other vehicle was that is like for space matches. The one that has like the Zaku machine gun and stuff. The Ogo? Yeah, Ogo! That one I liked. I like using the Ogo. Give the ball the Hyper Mega Launcher. What could possibly go wrong? This guy doesn't know his 1 year war lore. Does that thing really even appear that often? Like, I feel like the thing doesn't even appear enough to be noticeable in, like, actual, like, any media. The only reason I found out that thing exists is literally from this game. Hello. I hope you don't mind if I just hit you with a little bit of melee. Is this the same C1 again? I mean, this one's in stock colors. I don't think this is the same one. Being used in the last month of the war would do that. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this thing in really anything. Oh, hello. There's another Mezzo? I'm gonna try to chase after him. Whoa, okay. He playing that one. The ball lives on in Crossbone. The ball's never gonna die. Being actually used by the Federation still and kit bashed onto the Sandscar battle bikes. Yeah, the ball just has so many uses. I mean, come on, it's literally the base of the Atlas.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. We've lost an allied communications established.
The ball probably has the single longest production run of any mobile suit or mobile armor in UC. And you told me you have to go into a 1 year war ball, but they armed it with 2 more guns. I mean, hey, that's definitely an improvement. I mean, it's something at least. You also told to fight crossbone Gundams. Listen, you got 2 more guns. That's gonna give you some chance. I'm just hovering in the air right now. My shield got destroyed by what? They told to fight out of place Gundams that look AU. Heck. Do the crossbone Gundams look out of place? I don't think they're the most egregious of them. I can definitely see an argument as to why, but I feel like compared to other things, they're definitely not the worst cases. How did we come to having 18,000 looking suits to later time is beyond me. Gauge 0 looks out of place of its time. It looks too much like a UC build. Yeah, I already knew somebody was going to bring up the Engage 0. That was going to be the one that got brought up. They really wanted to stick to them. Engage 0 looks like it's from GBO2. If you want to talk out of place, there you go. Like I said, Engage 0 was going to be the obvious one that was brought up. We see a lot of Xeon people were involved in making it.
We've lost an allied unit.
I mean, Engage 0, it is a pretty unique design. Even if you take in the aspect of it being made by, like, Xeon engineers, if you compare it to, like, the other, because the Engage 0, it's like the GP space 00. It's not like the GP 00, it's the GP space 00. So in a way, it's kind of supposed to be a part of the Gundam development project, but, like, it looks very unique. Which I do like the design, I've voiced that before, but is that really true since it's a thing we've seen her twice? Probably not fair bringing them up. Okay, they just eject from their suit. Oh, I can get them. Boop. There we go. So can understand that unique booster it has. It looks like it belongs in C or some other universe. Well, the whole point of it was just to make it be able to keep up with the camp for high mobility type. That's the only reason that thing really exists. So I think they just tried to make it put as much thrust on it as they possibly could. I forgot what they said they used to make that booster too. I think it was just something they kind of had to throw together in such a short amount of time. So that could be why it just looks the way it does.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. You can turn that off, right? Lost an allied unit. Run out.
So when can we get the Hymo Camper variant so it pushes itself into the Shark counterattack onward? The real rival story? The Virgil to the engages Dante? I think he's referring to the skirt that opens up. Are we referring to the skirt or the back booster? I thought we were referring to the booster variants, that thing. The skirt booster? Where's my high mo camp for incom type? Well, I mean, it's really hard to do another high mobility camper variant when the suit literally got destroyed. So, I mean, there's really not much you can do on that front. Like, the suit got destroyed and the pilot died, so there isn't really a rivalry to be had.
Come back in one piece, okay?
Commence preparations for sortie.
Like how the lower torso skirt opens up. Yeah, I don't know where they got that one from. I thought we were talking about the rear booster that the booster variant has. Nah, it can come back. Nah, the pilot literally got blown up. Ain't no way. Like the unique skill it has. Yeah, that I don't know where they got that from. Especially since it's something I feel like we really don't see any other suit have. This is Gundam. They can pull out. There's actually X number of these things. Don't think about it. Unlike other series, characters tend to stay dead in Gundam. Yeah, and like, The pilot, she was literally only in that like, she was only in like one thing of like dialogue with like Peachy, and that was like it. Like she was not a major character in like the slightest, outside of the fact that she was piloting the thing. Unless the Akira. No, like the character in there was not important.
Good work out there. I handle pilot sorties for the making
Aside
preparations
again
for
from just that one chapter. Like that's literally the only time she showed up.
peace, okay?
Other than a close friend of the main character. Yeah, unless if it's a clone. They just start cloning people. Because, you know, you introduce cloning, nobody's gonna die. But you can always bring back some variation of a character. Like, you want to bring back Shaw? Well, we can just get full frontal. So really, it's not even a difficult task there. The Hymo Campo became piloted by Glemmy clone number 100. Gotta pull Disney Star Wars. Somehow, Shaw has returned. I'm writing the story amazingly. Well, the thing with the Camphor High Mobility Type 2 is just the Camphor that was upgraded with parts from the Gundam development plan that Anaheim slipped Xeon Remnants. Like, it's not... Like, I think literally lore-wise, like, that was the only one of those they actually had. Since the guy proceeds to, like, try to off himself more than 5 times and fail somehow. I know technically there is an Engage. There's another variant. I wouldn't even really call it a variant. There is another high mobility Camphor type. And it like has a longer beam rifle, but that's about like the only thing in terms of variants. High Mo Drossi Incom type. I mean, I'm kind of surprised they haven't tried to throw Incoms on a Drossi already. Did you see Kakarot's video on the Mark II and how they just scrubbed all the GPU? Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I remember seeing that one. It was the who owns the Gundam Mark II. Yeah. Hero Lily survives, blowing his own suit up from standing on the open cockpit there. Yeah, who is it? Who pilots it? Do 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 do. Freddy's, no, the GBO2 was never a thing, it never happened, I mean it. Oh no guys, we totally didn't, lose our mobile suit that has the ability to fire nukes. If you complain about one guy surviving in exaggerated ways, you should point, that out as, like, a thing for any character. I mean, yeah, you have people breaking their little bones in, like, O-Wave team here just to dodge some, like, Zaku bullets when they're not in a mobile suit. Like, we out here trying to avoid all the bullcrap. Funnily enough, there was a side character in Double O who parodied that trope.
The catapult decks open.
Discharge the concussive force of a 120mm bullet point blank. It's easy. Look, guys, it's easy. It's also more embarrassing, the obvious stuff, than being the ultimate thing of something that just could have been better explained. It was super easy, barely an inconvenience.
The enemy's captured a beacon.
Are we actually gonna, like, fire at the enemy? Okay, there's one. That was the most random dodge roll.
Light damage. You can shrug that off, right? An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
What the heck? I literally got the hit! What do you mean that counted? I literally got the hit on the guy. At least my teammate's coming in to help me. God, I was down for a while. What the heck?
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. Enemy mobile suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to finish them off. Because I definitely want to get them out of the way. Yeah, no, easy read.
Fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone.
Try to give him the half health.
An ally has destroyed.
Oh, okay, they actually finished him off with funnels thing. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter there.
An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Okay, I see something coming over here. I was afraid that was the A3 or the 3A, so I'm gonna move. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, somebody's over here I can probably try to help with.
Beacon overtaken.
Okay, that really didn't do anything.
Damage is building up. Watch yourself. The mobile suit has been destroyed.
Can we mention Buddy for Real from A from his team, which is dodge. Yeah, I already brought that up earlier. Like, he just literally dodges Zaku bullets at like point blank.
Select your redeployment now. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
People be like, OAF be so grounded. Oh. Yeah, I feel like it does have a bit more for it. Okay, what the heck? Buddy.
Enemy soldier eliminated.
Yeah, no, you're not just escaping. It's grounded in the sense there's no new type magic, that's about it.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed. We've lost an allied unit. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
I didn't want that. There's still a lot to say about it that's clearly not. If you only want me to talk about the try love story part. I mean, I feel like most Gundam series are probably gonna have that little bit of Gundam goofiness to them. Guerrilla warfare is just so. Is there somebody actually in here? Oh, there is. We can go on the side of the building? What the heck? Hold on. Oh, I was gonna try to slip around. Can I still get him? Gundam really doesn't do good, healthy relationships. Honestly, yeah, I feel like I haven't really heard much of like a good Gundam relationship. Noah Bright just slapping Amuro probably has to be like the least toxic relationship in all of Gundam. Just putting that out there.
This op's got 1 minute to go. Don't get sloppy now. See you soon.
Oh, well. Boop. Oh, they managed to get that dodge one. Our teammate was able to finish him off, though. Okay, I see somebody's coming over here. Bright was a better father than Amuro's actual dad. Did my own teammate just hit me? No, somebody from over here. Okay. Wing is nothing but absurd BS.
Here are this battle's rewards.
Wait, is that the first assist challenge I've gotten done? God, the only one here left to do is like the singing assist challenge. I need to start playing some support matches, because that's the only way I'm gonna get that done.
Come back in one piece, okay?
Commence preparations for sortie.
Where's my GPO1? Not GPO1, GPO4. There it is. Yeah, see if I can try to get some like actual assist points. I try to switch to support, and it's already not going to be very welcoming of that. Maybe they want me to play nothing but Meza all day, it seems. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring up, they added it so where you can actually see suits you don't own now. So yeah, that was a pretty nice addition. Which, I mean, this is something they probably should have added a lot sooner, thinking about it. But, yep, there's the Gundam ground type with Gym Head. And we go up here. The bees. There's the Bugus. I didn't read the description of this thing. What does it say for it? To the laugh, one of the earliest mobile weapons to exist, created for compact power fusion reactor. A miniaturized fusion reactor. Bugus is based on experimental data gained from the WAF. It's said to be superior in performance as a strategic weapon due to improvements in mobility, ease of production. Power pipes, when installed externally, Power pipes were installed externally for use in close-range combat, increasing the amount of beacon energy produced by the liquid pulse system, ultimately providing... Okay, so it's for joint driving performance. Okay, I was about to say, how does that actually help you with, like, melee performance to have a bunch of power pipes sticking out of you? This thing has a whole lot of, like, lore. Half of the money that was, like, spent for the, like, people are spending for this suit is probably going to, like, the person who typed this up. Like, that's really just, like, the most it's going to. Have to say, they sure tried to add a lot more to the info of the more recent suits. The pipes help distract the enemy. Yeah, like, what the... But yeah, that's like, it seems like, yeah, they're trying to add a bit more information. I don't know if the Gundam ground type with Gym Head really has that much. The lore! Oh, this one has a lot going for it too, but I think some of this might be based off the Gundam ground types information. So I think, like, sometimes we'll just copy and paste information and add it. So it really just depends what suit they're talking about. There's more lore than it should have. Mainly just talks about, like, how they had to, like, make do with the parts they had, because there really wasn't many spare parts for the ground types. That's pretty much what most of that lore in there applies to. This is a ground Gundam that had to be prepared for Gym Head. Like I said, like, they just copied and pasted, I think, some of the original ground types information and just kind of threw it in there. It got sucker punched by that guy. There we got the second line.
Making preparations for sortie. Sortie application accepted.
Wait, I want to go to...
Preparations for sortie.
I want to go back to 600. And somehow 50 costs higher than the Gundam ground type. Okay, how? Yeah, I'm surprised it's just not the same cost. I mean, I'll give it has a few more weapons. But really, I think the only new weapon it really has is a beam rifle. Because clan match. Yeah, it gets a beam rifle sub-weapon. I guess that was enough. There we go. Finally finding a room. It's such a weird thing to see how an additional weapon would just be like, yeah, that screams to be higher.
Team is set. Make your final preparations.
For like the HML, but not this. Yeah, I mean, I really can't explain it. I mean, something about it made them think it needed to be a 350 instead of a 300. Even though 300 could honestly use a bit of a mix-up, since the raid spot is usually dominated by the, the Gym Command Light Armor. But I feel like another weird one you have as well, I mean, you have the, Zaku, the Desert Zaku dual antenna. That suit's a 300, while I think the normal suit is like a 150? Oh no, it's a 200. But yeah, the suit starts at 200, but then you have like the dual antenna variant that got to be a 300. Which is probably a bit more understandable, because the dual antenna does have a heavy stagger. I'd argue that the dual antenna should be a 400. That's a bit of a stretch. I think at 300, I mean, it's pretty good where it is. I don't think that suit needs to be altered. Only because it's waste missile. Like I said, I feel like it's not that bad. It only gets like 2 of them before it has to reload. Yeah, I don't wonder if this one's gonna go through. Those 2 enemies are just kind of sitting. People on the enemy team. It's bad for most 300 raids, especially seeing how most of them are 200 or 250s at higher level. I mean, if anything, it just gives the dual antenna a way to defend itself against raids. I mean, that's all it's really doing. Which, I mean, it's gonna be just good for that suit, more than anything. Which is why I don't really see a problem with it. You're either gonna just start heavy staggering generals, or it's like, yeah, does the DA is straight up bullying Gogs. I mean, like I said, it's just gonna use it to defend itself against raids. You can use it as like a good protection tool. There's like 11 raids and 300 cost. Like native 300s or just in general? I hope that's not how many raids there actually are at 300. Though it wouldn't even surprise me. Native ones? Okay. I was about to say, I'm like, there's always only 300 raids. So yeah, I don't think it's that bad with the dual antenna. Like I said, I mean it's a pretty good spot.
Heading to the battlefield.
Oh, finally. Okay. Took longer than I thought it was gonna to get into a 600 room.
Mobile suit
I'd say it's a pretty good spot. It's the best sport you can play at 300. I mean, yeah, there's no question there. But I mean, hey, there's reasons it's good.
commencing operation.
It's really the suit the devs were afraid to give us for the longest time. Because I bring this up every time. It's a pretty good spot. You mean the best spot it can even be at? I mean, hey, I don't see no reason why it can't be. Considering 300 is a cost that's also dominated by firepower ag guys and gym command light armors. I mean, I see no reason why we can't even just have a top support at this point.
Beacon overtaken.
I sure would want that for the suit I personally care for. Please, I'm just trying to get the assist! Which I can save for the wound ward at 450. Guys need to get kills. I just need to boost away. That's all I think I can really do here. Get out of the way! My brain is dead set on getting these assists. Like they're just preventing me from getting kills. Okay, I finally got that one. So close to killing with your whiffs. Yeah, like I said, I'm literally trying to get assists. My brain is hot wired right now to that. The thing, yeah, like it's for the... Oh, okay, helicopter. Oh, I missed. But I think another thing to remember about the cost of mobile suits as well is that they're supposed to be relative to how that suit performs in war. Like how you have the Gym Sniper 2 being a 400 cost suit because its performance is equal to that with the ARC 78-2. So I feel like that is something else they try to take into consideration. Obviously it's not going to be the most accurate thing, because a bunch of the 700 suits just, yeah. 700 suits, they probably don't line up completely. So that'd be like one thing there, but yeah. I'm still going after them. Oh, they went for the downswing.
Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Enemy mobile suit destroyed.
Oh, support fire got me. At least we're catching them in score though.
We've lost an allied unit. See you soon. Long-range communications established. We've lost an allied unit.
I'm trying to get the target marker.
We've lost the target marker.
Oh, that was fast. I should have probably aimed at an enemy. Hopefully we'll hit somebody though. Please. There we go. I don't know why it was taking so long to register.
Long-range supporting fire is a go. Firing has stopped. Darn. That supporting fire didn't exist.
Everyone's over here on this side anyway. It's not like we'll probably be able to do much.
Enemy mobile suit.
So support fire probably would have missed anyway.
Building up. Watch yourself.
Okay, I didn't even know they were going for a melee attack. I thought they were just gonna try to
Ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
bait me there, but no, apparently they just tried to go for it. I'll take it. Come on, I literally got a guy at like 1 HP.
Out of the hot zone. We've lost an allied unit.
Can't believe the Zaku tank has better performance in basically every one-year war gym. That's just superior Xeon engineering.
Stop's got 2 minutes to go. Sanctions are now more valuable for this mission. The mobile suit can't take much more. Eject. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit. An ally wants you to group up.
How is it when the Sniper 2 exists, or the Spartan?
Lost an allied unit.
Well, I think you might mean more in reference of what I said to the cost
Ally has destroyed.
of mobile suits. How it's supposed to be kind of relative. I mean, like I said, it's not perfect. I think some things are kind of just thrown around to make more, like, variety. Because, you know, Gigan already exists at, like, low cost, so they probably already had, like, already had, like, a non-base tank mobile suit, so they probably just wanted to move the Zaku tank a bit higher.
Enemy mobile suit destroyed. Your shield's been blown off. An ally has destroyed an enemy. Supporting fire incoming. Clear out of the hot zone. Your mobile suit can't take much more. Eject. Enemy mobile suit destroyed. Your mobile suit has been destroyed.
So yeah, some stuff's just variety reasons.
All right, we win.
You know the OG gym is 100 alongside Zaku 1 and Zaku 2. I don't know if we should count starter mobile suits. I mean, we probably can for this, but like... At the same time, it's definitely a weird spot, since those costs just don't exist. Meanwhile, Aqua Gym, Destroyer of Worlds. I mean, like I keep saying, it's not perfect. Some stuff is probably, again, just thrown around for the reason of trying to make some variety. I don't think it matters these days. Yeah, that really doesn't. It's something you can see with a lot of, like, the earlier stuff. They would basically be 200 at this point. Well, 200 and 250 already had a lot of amphibious suits, so I can see why they wanted to make the Aqua Gym a 300. Just, again, just give it variety. But, yeah, like, you can kind of see it with older suits, but I think now it's just whatever they can kind of throw it into, they'll just try to do it. It's really just like if there's spots available.
Commence preparations for sortie.
Just saying the costs aren't very accurate. What's what I keep saying, like, older suits, you can see it. Now it's a bit more varied. And that's why I, like, think with the 100 cost suits, too, it's a bit weird to count those as the starting point, because the Bugus is a 250 cost suit in this game. So I feel like it's almost like 200, since that is the lowest a room can actually go. 200 should probably be the baseline, if we really are trying to reference, like, use the cost as like some form of a reference. But like it'd be 250 because it's the raw variant, and if there's a regular Bugu, it probably would just be like a 200, which they probably are not going to do that if they release a regular Bugu. Since, I mean, 200, that is even less likely to exist than 250. The Bugu is better than the Zaku 1, so clearly it deserves to be the same cost as the Zaku 2 S-Type.
Team is set. Make your final preparations.
Well, yeah, I think, like, performance-wise, it was kind of a bit better, but, like, that's what I'm saying, like, if we make the 200 be our baseline, that would realistically just put this thing being 50 cost above the Zaku 1. Which, again, is mostly just a case of this being a Ramball Raw variant. Because, I mean, the Gelgook kind of do the same thing. You have the early production Gelgook at 400, but then you have the Char's Gelgook at 450. So just being a commander type is going to give you an extra 50 points, it seems, compared to whatever the native cost of the suit is. The gym should be a 230 because they should be better than the Zakus. This is both an Ace Pilot variant and a suit of a different iteration of Mobile Suit Gundam. Yeah, so it's kind of working off. It's like a Thunderbolt. It's working off its own rules. We do not need 3 supports. I am definitely going to be changing. I was gonna go Tristan, but okay. It'd be an interesting thing if the early types of the gun tank and the gun cannon could actually be 200. I mean, that's if we even get those units. I think the Bugu has been, like, the only thing Origin-related that was ever leaked. So I feel like it's very questionable if we're even gonna get, like, more Origin stuff. Since the Char Zaku 2 would be 300, if it's the Origin one, I don't know, I feel like it would be 300 in this game. I mean, I think 300 would be a pretty good spot for a Char's Zaku. I think that makes sense. You can have a lot of weapons. Yeah, you can have like the bazooka, anti-ship rifle. You can have the machine gun. You can have a few things with that. So it'd be interesting to see if they actually like.
Okay, meatheads, get your
I don't doubt that at some point they're going to make a Char's Zaku 2 of some kind. I mean, that's easy money right there if they really wanted to do that. With as cool as Origins, I still prefer the Zaku 1 fight for production over just the Zaku 1 production in Origins. Origins Zaku 1 is going to be so much better than the Zaku 1 we have. If we even get it. I feel like it's not even significant enough change to, like, really consider it. If it's the base Zaku 1. Yeah, if we're gonna get anything, it's probably gonna be a Char Zaku 1. Like, they wouldn't just add a base Origin Zaku 1. I don't think that suit's unique enough. You give it the anti-ship rifle, that's it. That's about the only thing it'll do different. Black Tri-Star Zaku 1. Yeah, that's another one they could do. That's another one. I don't know if they'd go with a Black Tri-Star version. Like I said, I feel like just a Zaku 1, or like a Char Zaku 1 is going to be the better choice, because it'd be a bit more notable. The best one is the Nord Packard Custom. It just looks awesome. Yeah, I think we talked about that one before as well. I don't think that one also just has any, like, notoriety to be added. It just kind of exists. That's the Zaku 1 Q type. Like I said, I don't know if that variant's well known enough for them to add it. I don't think this game cares if it's obscure or not. But yeah, like the thing with that though is just being that it'd be a low, obviously it would have to be a low cost suit. So I don't know where they would add it. Or at least it did. I mean, we still get some obscure suits, but usually a lot of that gets pushed to, like, events and stuff now. We don't just get them, like, out of the blue. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's kind of limited where they can throw this stuff. I don't think anyone knew about the MP Double Zeta. The only reason I knew about that suit was from a Kakarot video where it was mentioned. They have added even more obscure mobile suits into the game, like some of the gym variants. Yeah, I mean, we're still getting the obscure stuff. It's not like it's gone. Like, they're just a bit more limited because they don't, you know, release that stuff normally anymore. It's like, yeah, you gotta be in an event if you want to have this particular version of a suit. But at least like a Char's Zaku 1, that's something I can see them adding as an event. Maybe either as a ranked or a clan suit. That'd be a pretty good place to put it. I wish there was more Origin stuff to have in there rather than being like let out in the G first. Yeah, so it's, yeah. They don't leave much options for them. It would be cool if we just started getting some of that stuff, but I don't think that's going to be the case.
taken. An ally has destroyed an enemy mobile suit.
Risks are never to be fully taken for granted, since anything can be scrapped.
This was a fixed battle, but we're just getting warmed up.
BB resort to putting out CE units. Yeah. I feel like for the leaks have been fairly accurate, and considering we get a new suit every week, I feel like for this part it's pretty believable. But like, again, yeah, things can get cancelled. Either that or they get pushed back. That seems to be something that BB has done in the past, where a suit will get, and then they will like push it back for like a while and not like mention it. Because I think that's what happened with the Slave Wave full armor. Like it got leaked and we didn't get it till like much later. There was stuff showing Z2 with a beam bayonet on the Mega Rifle.
2 minutes to go.
Yeah, not like yeah. I'm not saying you're denying, but
We've lost an ally.
there's definitely aspects to both sides of it. Yeah, I remember that with the Z2 as well. I wonder what they ever did with that.
See you soon. Supporting fire.
Garadoga beam, commander machine gun really had to be held back. I feel like I don't even know that was that just held back from being leaked, or was it just taking forever to add that thing?
Long range supporting fire as it goes.
It's kind of surprising that wasn't just a release gotcha weapon or something, because it seems like such an obvious thing to have. Unless they planned on making a commander variant at some point, like, but I mean, I doubt they would just make a Ryzen custom. So, yeah, I don't know the full story about that one.
We've lost an allied unit.
That was just a year after, like, 2022.
Don't give up now.
I mean, yeah, was that weapon actually leaked? There's old leak images of the Garadoga render holding the commander machine gun. Oh. Didn't seem like they are, since you can just make it like, at custom. Yeah. Yeah, it was unlikely. Would have been the case. When we got the Garadoga, it just had a bad normal machine gun. Not true, it used to be very loud until they nerfed it. It used to be much louder. That was probably the best thing about that thing. You couldn't like damage after they nerfed the thing into oblivion. Bad and loud. Same goes for the VG one. Oh yeah, you can do that one as well. So yeah, really no reason for that to be a commander variant. Okay, well Pixie did really well.
Here are this battle's rewards.
Which means they knew the Doga machine gun was gonna be crap, and they planned so far ahead clearly. Yeah, I don't understand the trade-offs with that weapon. Like, I mean, it can be a pretty good thing, I feel like, but yeah, no. They just gave it the same thing. The only reason they just tried to give it its own, like, Gatling was so it could have more range, but then they totally nerfed the other stats.
Making preparations for sortie.
So yeah, pretty bad trade-off if you ask me.
Preparations for sortie. I'm expecting great things from you.
Commence preparations for sortie.
The trade-off is worse, Vortex B machine gun, or you can have good build stun and charge shot. That's what I'm saying, like, it just feels like they could've just gave it the regular, beam Gatling that the Vortex had. Doesn't it, like, stun in less shots as well? Like, it doesn't have as much stun accumulation? I think that was something else with it as well. Even worse when the Vortex machine gun got a buff. In its defense, the Gelgoog Vertex has been buffed so many times. The Gelgoog Vertex has been buffed so many times, I question how good that suit even is. Yeah, like I said, the only thing that's better about it is like the range. It has like 100 more range, I think. Blame the Atlas and the MP double Zeta for the Vortex. No, they were buffing that thing before those suits existed. Like, I think the Vortex was just not really a good suit in general. That thing was getting buffed before those suits were even conceived in this game. Like, that's like the one case I don't think the Atlas and the MP double Zeta are to blame. Also, hey, one jungle. I guess people are sucking and raiding as always. Yeah, and the thing too, the buff list for the Vertex is never like small. It's always this big, extensive list of buffs. So I'm really not sure what they're doing with this thing. But yeah, looking at the Squeedy getting buffed twice. I just thought the support, they thought it was going to have its damage be fine, but not so much since 100 less makes a difference. Yeah, and given it's a 650, 700 cost suit, it's such a stupid thing to change. Hey, Goku Vertex! Squeedy getting buffed again was because of how insane the Perfect Gundam is. Maybe. I feel like I haven't really seen the Squeedies in a while, though. I feel like they kind of, like, dropped off in player count. So I don't know what the variable there is. No! I'm surprised I was able to dodge that. Hey, again! I don't think I've ever seen a Gan at 600 before. Which actually, that tells me that that thing is not native. Not native, that thing is not a 600, that's a 550 Gan. Can't blame people for being slaughtered by Perfect Gundam stacks. When a suit has something still lacking about it. Oh, we got the tackle. Clearly the Gan is a native, no one expects it. Yes, the Gan is definitely a native 600 cost suit. The Gan's just that powerful. Oh, they're just massively course correcting some things, so they overcharge some suits. But I think going back to the Gelgoog Vertex as well, when you look at the other Vertex variants, they have like nowhere near as many buffs as the regular Raid Vertex has. Raid Vertex has a lot of buffs for it. That thing's been buffed a few times, so I feel like there's something a bit more to it. Squeedy did have its weapons heat to be a bit punishing for how much it goes out. Takes a while to decide to grace things with buffs. Oh, oh god. That poor Gan didn't stand a chance. What would you probably say is the most buffed mobile suit in the game? Yeah, I feel like it can fall to like a few of them. Like, I really can't say which one has been buffed the most. The Gelgoose Vertex is definitely the one I've noticed the times it got buffed, but I don't know how many times that. I think that definitely has not been buffed like times. It was an experimental raid, didn't have instant stuns unless you charge shots with Tetra Rifle. Yeah, I feel like that probably would have been something holding it back. But even then, like, everything about that suit was always getting buffed. It wasn't like just one aspect of the suit. Everything about it had to be buffed, like, every time. I think when it comes to the Vertex variants, I think the Kianos is probably the only one that has like a very small buff list. Yeah, I pointed that out at the beginning. Yeah, we have one on the team. It was like buff, yeah, like the Kianos was I think only buffed that one time, and it was such a small buff list. It was such a minuscule list, I didn't even bother covering it. Okay, I'm gonna eject, because I know this. Yeah, they're gonna destroy my suit. Actually, no, they didn't even destroy my suit yet, what the heck? Oh, this is gonna be convenient for me. I can just spawn in at a base. Now to buff the Zaku Marina into the most OP mobile suit in the game. Yeah, that suit can definitely use another buff. The first time did not do it any justice. Hello. Oh, I tried to dodge. It was pretty much what it needed anyway, so yeah, even if that suit may also not be for every person. I don't know, I feel like the Zaku Mariner is still very much lacking. Like, I've mentioned before that it does have some positive qualities, but I feel like it just doesn't really outweigh it. You knew they were coming back. That's why I tried to, like, stop and do a dodge. Because I felt like it really was just in trying to complete it. So I could at least set him up at least. I could have gotten a pilot kill, but oh well. Wait, teammate got again.